All right, y'all. This the second update. This 2 hours ago. Let's see.
I'm sandwiched
Let's
between
see
the
what
two
done changed.
generations. I'm helping to give caregiver responsibilities to my
Okay.
dad,
All
and then my
right. Tell
son.
us later.
Mm-mm.
What he got in his mouth?
Boy, you done got yourself in some trouble now, man.
What the fuck
Boy,
was that?
you done
A
got
rap?
yourself in some stuff now,
Before I
Shay
could
Shay. The
smoke.
woman on your right, the 19-year-old Gabriella Zuniga, who
Okay.
recently sued
This a
Shannon
new.
Sharpe for
This
an
a new
array of
one.
things, she just opened up a rabbit hole that Shannon Sharpe was not prepared for.
Okay.
Shannon Sharpe and all his skeletons is coming to light. And this is bad. When this lawsuit first dropped, Shannon Sharpe did a masterful job at discrediting her, making her look incredible by releasing her profession OF, by releasing her identity so people could see her social media track record and see this is a girl that's not really somebody who's virtuous and wholesome. He released the messages that sort of alludes to him being set up. So he did a pretty good job at controlling the battle of public perception. Because right now, if you ask anybody about this lawsuit, I haven't really seen too many people say Shannon Sharpe is guilty. All I've been hearing is Shannon Sharpe is innocent, she's lying, or hey, bruh, I'm gonna wait until this play out, man. I don't have an opinion. I don't see too many people rallying for her. However, even though Shannon Sharpe did a masterful job at discrediting Gabriella, he ain't do a good job at stopping the storm that was to come. Because we
Get to
found
the
out a
storm.
lot about Shannon Sharpe's past in the last 24 hours and there's other past digressions that's been coming to light that I don't think Shannon Sharpe was prepared for and I don't think Shannon Sharpe can manage. This makes Shannon Sharpe look incredibly guilty. When Shannon Sharpe got
Okay.
fired from FS1 a year or two ago, it left a lot of people confused. Like, why would y'all let Shannon Sharpe go? He's the most popular person on the network. He's a star. And to let him go and allow him to go to your competitor, ESPN, doesn't make sense at all, especially when First Take is competing with your flagship show at the time, which was Undisputed. It didn't make sense. Well, it looks like we may have some insight. And this insight makes Shannon Sharpe look incredibly guilty in his current lawsuit with Gabriella. These folks are saying that while Shannon Sharpe was at Fox Sports FS1, that he was involved in a choking incident with a production assistant. So it goes. Embattled
This
ESPN
is what you
personality
don't
and
want.
former NFL great Shannon Sharpe was
This is
accused
not
of
what you
choking a
want.
female production assistant
Oh, they got
while
him.
he was a co-host on FS1's
They got him.
Undisputed, according to Front Office Sports. Now, here's the thing.
Damn.
It happened between his 2016 to 2023 stint. Now, this wasn't just the accusation that went away because they found out that she was lying. No. Apparently, Fox Sports reported that they thought this was at least somewhat credible enough to where they were willing to settle with this chick who accused Shannon Sharpe of.
Choking her.
So it goes. Fox Sports reports they settled with the female accuser who did not file any lawsuit against Shannon Sharpe for several $100,000. A production assistant gets paid probably like $40,000 a year. So for Fox Sports to give this person a couple $100,000 to settle this matter, it had to have been something despicable, something diabolical. They're claiming it was a choking incident involving Shannon Sharpe. Now, this is a pattern, bro. Now, we will want to
This
think that
just
Shannon
sound-
Sharpe
I
is
don't
innocent.
know.
We will say, yo, Shannon Sharpe is innocent. We think he's innocent because that's Uncle Shay Shay, bro. But we got to stop it.
So you mean to tell me the shit he talking about? My bad. It's just that I'm thinking like some real deal evidence came out. Yeah, man, listen. It may be cheaper to pay somebody off a couple $100,000. That's not nothing comparing to. Listen, you don't have to win. You ain't got to lose. Just the litigation itself, the lawsuit itself, is worth way more than that. We talking 2-3 years and shit like that. Listen, I don't know if I gonna be on bullshit sometimes.
Ignoring
I'm
patterns
gonna
here,
say
right?
that.
The FS1,
We
the
just be
choking
wanting
incident took place.
content.
They let you go. Before he was at CBS, we'll cover that shortly. They let him go for similar conduct. Now we're seeing what's currently going on with this recent lawsuit. At what point do we say, okay, bro, like, do you have a problem with putting your hands on people? Like, is this something that you suffer with? Because why do this keep being a reoccurring thing in your life? Now, Shannon Sharpe representatives will respond back to this person getting a couple $100,000 from this settlement, they would claim that it's nothing like how people is trying to paint it. According to Shannon Sharpe's lawyer, they said there was no incident of choking involving Shannon on the FS1 set. They will claim that on one occasion, he and a few colleagues were involved in some light physical interaction in a playful context. Fox Sport later chose to resolve the matter privately. Shannon, cut it out, bro. Cut the malarkey here, bro. Now, if you guys are not really used to lawyer talk, what this means was he was accused of choking someone, but he maintained his innocence. He claimed it was just a light physical, playful interaction that this person used to get a settlement from Fox Sports. But why are you being accused of this everywhere you go? This is where I get concerned, because it's one thing where this 19-year-old OF chick is accusing you of this. She's clout thirsty. She's money hungry. She was out here trying to get you to pay for the cheeks. I can understand how that person ain't credible. But once we start looking at your past and start seeing a clear and consistent repetitive nature,
he sound like
we
a
gotta
prosecutor.
now put our biases aside and start looking at this in the light it should be looked at, which is from a perspective of somebody. Let's say this: we don't know who Shannon Sharpe is. Look at this from a perspective of we don't know who Shannon Sharpe is.
Yeah,
If you
really
find
don't
out
know.
there's multiple occurrences in the past that this
Honestly.
person has been accused of the same thing as settlements were involved, and this person
Flacco
offers
should be a prosecutor.
this new person $10 million
For sure.
to settle as well, are you still saying you think he's 100% innocent? I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just saying I don't think he's 100% innocent no more, bruh. At some point, we gotta say, okay, yeah, let the facts play out here, bruh.
Yeah,
'Cause,
you just gotta let
you
it
keep
play
getting
out.
accused of this everywhere you go, and you
You
keep
gotta
trying to
prove
settle.
his innocence.
Hold on,
he
bro.
proved it up.
Now,
I ain't gonna lie.
This is not the
This
only thing
current
that has reached.
lawsuit is bullshit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. This current lawsuit is straight malarkey. All right. So he showed like everything was consensual. All right. He showed the messages. He showed like yeah, and you can tell how she was like, I want you to put a big black baby in me. I can't make it up. She texts this nigga that. Then text him and says it's gonna be $25K each ass cheek, I guess. So we know what's going on. Then she said, I want you to put a big black baby in me. What the fuck? Y'all look, it's clear. They need more evidence because right now it's a shakedown. Alright? That's why Shannon Sharpe didn't have no problem with coming on there and telling you y'all this. Like, you feel me? This other stuff, I ain't never heard of it. I ain't saying it's credible and stuff. But it wasn't important to where he had to come on here and say something. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Flacco just acting like a prosecutor right there.
Surfaced, right?
For
Or has
sure.
surfaced, I should say. Because this is not a resurfacement. Somebody from Shannon Sharpe past called Michelle Edie, I believe. She is actually speaking out against Shannon Sharpe, and she has filed her own lawsuit against
Okay.
Shannon Sharpe.
Yeah,
When
this is what
Shannon
we wanna
Sharpe
see.
was let go from CBS
Oh,
in
okay.
2010,
There's another
it was
one.
actually because a woman named Michelle Evans, who you see on your left right here, accused Shannon Sharpe of forcing himself upon her and other despicable things. Now, Shannon Sharpe was able to exonerate himself. No police charges ever came from it. Now, Michelle Evans actually went to jail for trying to unalive her husband. So this is a woman who's pretty psycho.
not credible.
However, she is now resurfaced. She resurfaced in 2023 and filed a lawsuit accusing Shannon Sharpe of forcing himself upon her. Now, we're going to review that 2023 lawsuit, but she also filed another lawsuit recently for defamation as well. And in this current lawsuit, she just went right back over all the things that she accused Shannon Sharpe of doing to her in 2010. The accusation is eerily similar to the current accusations that's going on with this new girl, Gabriella. But Michelle Evans would accuse Shannon Sharpe in
how it
2010
happens.
of
Yeah,
confronting him
people
about
just
his
go,
infidelities.
his
And once she
money,
confronted him about his
homecoming.
infidelities,
Y'all know about them lawsuits that be out, Johnson. Hey, listen. His money, oh, it happened to me too. That's the Me Too movement. No, it was all type of, like, what was that? The little pest control. Oh, all right, that happened to me too. That's what this is. They see something going, they gonna hop on it and try to get paid too. That's it.
He got so
That's what
pissed
it
off,
is.
he brutalized her and then forced himself upon her.
Nat.
Now, I won't put it past Gabrielle and Tony Busby, who's suing Shannon Sharpe in 2025. I won't put it past them for being aware of Michelle Evans' lawsuit and then framing their lawsuit in a similar manner to create some type of consistency and pattern. Because, these accusations are too similar. Like, they are too consistent. They wrote this lawsuit for people with doctorate degrees, bro, because they made the wording way too complicated than what it should really be. But Michelle Evans would claim that after she confronted Shannon Sharpe about the infidelity, he proceeded to forcefully subdue her, compelling her to her knees, and subsequently engaging in forcing himself upon her. Now, consumed by fear and the perplexing nature of his actions, harbored a deep-seated apprehension that resistance will precipitate further detrimental outcomes. Bruh, she could have easily said, bruh, hey, man, I chose not to fight it because I didn't want him to continue to hurt me. Why are you making it this complicated, bruh? Now, according to the complaint, Sharpe, who was now 56, maneuvered her onto the bed and achieved forcing himself upon her, all the while proclaiming his intent to make it so no other man will want her.
That.
He then threatened to ruin her reputation if she chose to share the details of the incident she alleged. Now, according to her, he levied threats of ruin, declaring that any attempt on my part to disclose his transgressions will be met with a comprehensive campaign to use everyone I know to destroy you. For those who read the Gabriella lawsuit as well, they would know that she accused Shannon Sharpe of threatening to ruin her as well. And she would paint Shannon Sharpe as somebody who was super controlling, super manipulative, and somebody who went above and beyond to have absolute and complete control over her life, who made it impossible for her to move away. And she would claim that she confronted Shannon Sharpe as well over his infidelity. So she would claim that when Shannon Sharpe had the IG Live incident with another Michelle, not her, that she confronted Shannon Sharpe about being intimate with another woman on IG Live for the world to see accidentally. And she would claim that Shannon Sharpe came over to apologize. And when he came over to apologize, he forced himself upon her as well. So it's either Shannon Sharpe is somebody who is just a consistent monster, or Gabriella and Tony Busby, they're trying to run a slick game on Shannon Sharpe, right? They read the lawsuit of Michelle Evans from a while ago, and they deliberately made sure that Gabriella's story lined up with Michelle's story so people can look back and see consistency and automatically assign blame to Shannon Sharpe, which, to be honest, it works, right? It works. It's diabolical. But it's also against human nature to ask us for it not to work on us. Because if I'm seeing multiple women accuse you of the same thing, now I'm not saying you're guilty, because women be capping, right? Because a lot of these incidents are lies. So I'm not saying you're guilty. I'm saying me making videos claiming you are 100% innocent, this is a shakedown, those days are over with, homie. I'm now on the side of, I'm going to wait until the facts play itself out. I'm going to wait until the trial. I don't know, right? Now, Shannon Sharpe
ready to prosecute.
decided that he was going to step into the room. Well, his former assistant, I should say, right? Like his stylist / assistant. Now, this is an openly gay man, and he would release audio of what Shannon Sharpe sent to him. Now, this is an audio that he released trying to hint, wink, that him and Shannon Sharpe has something going on. The stylist is called Hollywood, who Shannon Sharpe, I believe, fired so he could hire his old stylist back.
I mean, what you gonna do with this?
That could mean anything, which is why I want to give Shannon Sharpe the benefit of the doubt. But that does sound crazy, bruh. I don't care what the context is, bruh. Don't send me no video of you grunting and groaning in the phone talking about what you gonna do with this.
What was said after that?
Even if the context ain't nothing sexual, I just sound too weird for me, bro. Keep that away from me, bruh. Now, this stylist who he fired and rehired his old stylist, this stylist has been bitter for a while, bro. He's been talking on social media about exposing Shannon Sharpe. He released messages of Shannon Sharpe telling him he don't like certain people. So this dude, Hollywood, it looks like he's low-key sending out the bat signal, looking for a settlement, looking for Shannon Sharpe to break him off a couple of dollars, because he necessarily can't take the route of suing him for the other stuff, because I'm sure Shannon Sharpe I would hope Shannon Sharpe wasn't intimate with this dude. All right. Now, the lady
Man, we need
Michelle
to hear
Evans,
more
who filed the
audio.
lawsuit,
Plain
the
and
other
simple.
lawsuit, right? Well, she did an interview with Tasha K. Now, the full interview is on TashaK.com or TashaKLive.com. Y'all go on her website to check out the full interview. But here's a couple of snippets. So during the interview, she said that she actually thought Shannon Sharpe was bisexual at some point due to how much Shannon Sharpe loved his booty played with.
It was a normal sex life, but like I said, you know, he loved to have his booty played with. That part might not have been everyday. Other than that, it's just
What the fuck?
Now, when you say booty played with, what you mean? Like, what? How did that conversation come up about his booty being played with?
Oh, that conversation didn't even come up. I don't even know how it started. I don't recall. I think that I started.
What you mean?
But I think that I did it for him. But I don't remember how it started. But I don't think that he asked me to do it. I think that was me. I'll raise my hand up and say that was me.
Okay. And when you say
But
booty played with, so like you put fingers and tongue in his butt?
Yeah.
So you know how to do a prostate massage?
Yeah. So it was all good, and he loved it. And you know, there were times where I wondered if maybe he was bi, but then I would tell myself, no, that doesn't mean he's gay just because he likes his booty being played with. I would admonish myself for thinking that. And
What the fuck is going on? Man, listen, y'all gotta stop this.
then I would just let it go.
I know in the urban community, man, we do have a stigma on anything other than vanilla intercourse, but I don't think that's proof that Shannon Sharpe is bi. Unless a man comes forward with credible proof that him and Shannon Sharpe was intimate before, like, I'm not really like getting ready to go over the edge and say, yo, Shannon Sharpe is this, right? Now, the same lady was asked about her claims that Shannon Sharpe forced himself upon her. Now, she will confirm that it's true, but she will also say she can't go too much into detail due to her ongoing lawsuit with Shannon Sharpe.
I can't really get into that because of the lawsuit, but
Okay.
I was telling him no. Just like she says, I was telling him no, and he did it anyway.
But you was putting fingers in his ass. What you tell him no to? You put your fingers in somebody's ass, they gonna want to do something to you too. Freaky though. Listen, this ain't forcing. You got your fucking fingers in this man's ass, and he's trying to do something now. What the fuck you think? You think he just wanted his ass played with? And she says she licked it too. What? This shit sound crazy to me. I don't know if I'm tripping, but this whole shit is crazy.
I agree with her lawyer. He does not understand that you can have sex with him as many times as you want, but when you tell him no and he forces himself on you, then that's a no, and that's a.
Okay. I understand that. I respect your lawsuit. You've given us a lot here.
I don't know what the truth is, but I do feel like if you're someone who have seen all of this,
fuck this. Think about it like this. If you fucking with somebody, alright? I'm trying to think of a situation because I don't go through shit like this, but I'm just trying to put myself in there. But really explaining because it don't make sense to me. If you fucking with somebody, a nigga, and you got a little chick you fucking with, they come, do all type of freaky shit. Yeah, you feel me? And then there's one time, it'd be like, oh, no, I don't want to do this. But this is what happened every other time. Y'all know them pieces. You feel me? You got, it's like y'all together, but then you ain't really together. You know, it's just an understanding, but you smacking every fucking night. And so it'd be another, it's just, okay, it's a typical night, wooty-woo, and this night she's just like, oh, I don't want, alright, but you like, okay, I'm trying to get it anyway, but not forced, just playing, but when you know it's serious, you like, okay, I don't know what the fuck going on, she may be period or something, you feel me? But it's like that, but just because they said no ain't he tried to do whatever y'all want to call it. It ain't like it was done. Yeah, he heard that and he probably like, okay, she's serious. But it's not. It ain't like he used to that. It ain't like they did it multiple times. This shit, I don't know. Am I tripping? Because it don't make sense.
And you're still on the side of there's no way Shannon Sharpe could have done this. Is 100% false. Then I feel like you got to probably look in the mirror. Now there are situations where people are railroaded, where one person comes out, so another person comes out, so another person comes out, and that is a possibility. But if we're seeing there's multiple settlements, there's multiple women, at some point I gotta say, okay, bro, I'm gonna have to wait until I see more. And this is not me saying Shannon Sharpe is guilty, because I don't know if Shannon Sharpe is guilty. I'm just saying I'm now in a position where I have to wait to see more. I'm not taking the stance of defending Shannon Sharpe like my life depends on it. It ain't happening, bro. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Do y'all feel like he's guilty? Do y'all feel like y'all need to see more? Let me know. And if you're still watching, click on this video here on my screen to find out about the other bad news regarding Shannon Sharpe after this recent lawsuit update. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen.
It's tricky to me.